Let's do it.
I hit it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so the story is when I was playing soccer as a kid, I had very long, beautiful curly hair. And apparently when I was like in middle school playing just like recreational soccer in co-ed stuff, that the high school girls coach came to scout me. And then
you were a beautiful child.
And then found out that I was in fact a male.
Yeah.
And then
jury's still out.
Eventually. Yeah, that's true. I'll pull my dick out right on the show. I don't
do
care.
it.
Hey, dicks have nothing to do with being a man.
No.
Well,
no, it's your identity, bro.
That's my only identity.
It's your choice.
That's my only connection to being a man.
Is your cock?
Yeah, it's my cock. If I didn't have that, I'd be a nice lady actually.
Man, you'd have to get electrolysis. Or whatever, however you say that, electrolysis.
What, to get my hair removed?
Yeah. That beard is.
I feel like.
Would it take you like an hour to grow a beard?
Yeah, something like that. I haven't shaved in 10 years.
Funbo is back.
Wow. All right. Is that a tiny little cooler that only holds tall boys?
No, it's so I bought this golf bag specifically because it has a built-in cooler.
It fits a six-pack, right? A six-pack of 12
ounces. You could
ounces?
do a six-pack, but it's kind of squeezed, so I have 4 in there, like sideways.
Dude.
So bump, 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 bump. Well, they can't see it, but it doesn't matter.
Man, you are a ray of light.
I'm just crazy.
I love it.
When I lived in Georgia, there were so many bows, and I don't know any bows out here.
Well,
he's right
here's
here.
one.
I know. That's why I really appreciate you.
Cheers.
Out here. They don't make them like that out here in Los Angeles.
Is that a whistle?
No, that's
his rape whistle.
It's your yeah, I really thought that's what it was for a second. I was like, why do you have a whistle? Did the bag come with a whistle?
No whistle on this one.
God damn.
Did you do a lot of river stuff when you were growing up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got that river rat vibe.
We, my buddy used to call me River Rat. But
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Oh my
but
God.
I was more of a lake. We were more of
Let's
lake.
go ahead and do the psychic test now. You're on a roll. I feel
We were
like.
more lake people. We went to Trinity River in Texas. We go wakeboarding and tubing out there because it's a pretty wide river. But mostly Lake Conroe and Lake Livingston were the spots that we went to. Those
Damn.
were,
I did a
from
lot
again?
of river shit.
Houston area?
yeah, north of Houston. The Woodlands.
More lakes.
Shout out
though.
to the Woodlands.
That's
Woodlands.
that's a TPC, right? That's
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't play the big tournaments there anymore, but yeah, the Woodlands has used to have a one of the major tournaments there.
Yeah, I remember.
What's TPC?
The Players Course, right?
Yeah, I think so.
For golf?
Yeah, for golf, which I just got done doing,
Championship, I think.
and I played pretty bad.
You play bad? What's your good? What's like?
I played pretty good yesterday.
What does that mean?
No triples. I think I had 6 or 7 pars and no birdies, but a birdie would be nice. I had a birdie today. But
Tight.
You've already played today?
yeah.
You said you played 63 holes in one day?
I played 63 holes 2 Mondays ago, and I played 54 holes this Monday.
That's an insane amount of golf.
Are you playing at golf courses that don't have fees?
So I'm a member at Shoal Canyon, and it's about $42 to play 18 with a cart, and as a member it's $17. And after I played 3, they gave me a voucher for an additional round. But usually I just play
Go
2.
break the record, Bo.
No, I'd usually just play 2. I'm sounding a little
damn.
weird. Does that sound weird to you?
No.
Okay, good. If it doesn't sound weird to you, that's fine.
Does it sound weird to you, Taylor?
It sounds fine to me.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But
Do I
yeah.
sound okay to you?
I got new irons, so I've just been playing as much as I can lately. No,
your
you
shirt-
sound fine.
Your shirt looks like you got some new irons.
Yeah, I'm a big iron guy.
Is that wrinkle-free material right there?
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
like a
wrinkle-free.
polyester.
Yeah.
I bought it off eBay. It's a Arnold Palmer brand. No big
You
deal.
bought it off eBay?
Yeah.
Why
at
would
this.
you buy clothes off of eBay that aren't
I
like
wanted,
vintage,
I wanted
like
a-
specialty?
I wanted a vintage golf shirt.
That is
That
vintage.
is a vintage
That's
golf
gotta
shirt?
be.
Yeah.
It looks like okay. I give
looks
it to
like
you. It actually looks like it's in too good of condition to be vintage.
It looks like a mob boss in that shirt.
Hell
That's like a Gambino
yeah,
crime
mob
family.
bosses always wear shorty shorts so you can see the white of their thighs.
Yeah, Paulie's on his way.
That is one thing in The Sopranos, apparently. Did you hear about that, where he had the cookout in The Sopranos and an actual mobster called up Either I don't know if it
No.
was the writer of the show or James Gandolfini was like, a boss would never be seen in shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a big
shit.
thing, man. It's weird. Like in South Carolina, where I'm from, other men will talk shit to you for wearing shorts, but they are wearing jeans and flip flops.
That look
In the
is
middle of the
insane
winter.
to me.
It's so crazy.
Flip flops in the winter.
No, jeans and flip flops
Yeah.
to me is
And
fucking
it's
weird.
usually like a boot cut jean that's a little bit too long, so it's dragging the back.
You're in your house. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm doing it right now.
Those are slides.
Those are
are
slides,
technically
bro.
not
Those are
flip-flops.
slides.
Flip flops are illegal
You
in
get-
East LA.
You
You're
get the
only allowed to wear
thong flip-flop.
slides.
Yeah, fuck that.
I hate flip flops. I hate thongs.
I
I
have my
can't do
toes
it.
are bent in a way where it blisters me up if I wear it.
Oh.
Yeah,
If you got something between.
yeah. 'Cause
Injury
I-
or just weird feet?
just weird feet, no injury. Yeah, my feet are pristine. never been hurt.
Never been hurt, just weird.
I've been wearing
I've never been hurt.
work boots, steel toe my whole life.
Army boot or no, army?
Yeah,
Yeah, army boots.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
Damn, government issued.
What
Fucking
was
socialist.
basic training like for you?
What do you mean?
Start
what-
at the beginning.
No, and just wonder, like, was it hell or was it I can do this the whole time?
It was both.
Okay.
I got through it no problem. I got promoted in basic training.
Nice.
But I also got very sick. I lost a ton of weight. And
I could use that.
not the way
Hell
I lost
yeah.
weight, dude.
No,
I-
people are always jealous if you're like, oh my God, I was so sick. I almost died, but I lost like 45 pounds. Like,
Ooh,
I
wait,
wish
what'd
that
you
would
do?
happen to me.
spit in my drink,
Yeah.
please.
God, what I wouldn't do to have that happen. Like, fuck you.
That's why basic training is where I learned that it is physically impossible for Brian Vokey to have a six pack
Really?
because I lost all my body fat. I was working
And it
out
still wasn't
super
there.
hard, and I just had like you could see like where abs should be. There was like, but there was no cut,
Didn't cut in.
no six pack.
Would you ever consider getting
Implants?
ab implants? Yeah.
You should.
I was thinking about that. I
You
was
specifically should.
yeah, I was thinking about that. But I kind of prefer. I don't know if you know the band Guar.
Yeah.
But I prefer the kind of the painted on six pack.
Yeah.
With contour makeup.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's
But you
more-
have
Hey,
to wear like the
girls.
spiky shoulder pads as well.
no problem.
Girls do contour on their face. Why can't we contour our ass?
I mean, for real.
That's just fair.
It's just fair.
I'm getting it tattooed on.
I'd actually like to. Could I do contour on my tits to make them seem like smaller or more like muscly?
Do you have tits?
I have tits. Yeah, I have a little bit of what's known as.
Oh, you've told me
gynecomastia.
this. Yeah.
Diocamastia.
Gynecomastia.
We
It's where,
talked
like,
about it on
the-
the podcast.
Yeah.
You were
Oh,
there.
Yeah,
Gyno.
Did you really?
Was
Yeah,
I here?
No, I have to edit these things. Yes. Yeah, you were here.
Gyno, isn't that like a vagina thing?
Yeah.
No,
so
he's got-
It's basically when you're
Vagina
the
tits?
gland behind your. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm growing
Yeah.
vaginas behind my tits.
Vagina tits.
But it's basically when the gland behind your
got
tits
pussy
starts to
tits.
like grow as if you have a vagina.
Gotcha.
Which since I recently got rid of my vagina, I now have a cock.
Mm-hmm.
Claim manly.
Big
And
Sicilian
now you
hanger.
can't play soccer.
Sicilian hanger. I don't think Sicilians are known for having
Yes, they are.
robust schlongs.
Yes,
are
they
Yeah.
100% are.
Yeah.
That's
Are
like one of the first
It's the first
stereotypes.
thing they know.
If we were doing Family Feud right now and they'd say, what do you know about Sicilians? Top 3 would be huge cock.
Yeah, in terms of
Really?
like stereotypes, it would go black people, Italians, but specifically Sicilians, and then
regular Italians.
then regular Italians,
Yeah.
then maybe Greeks. I don't know.
Yeah, Sicilians are known.
The Mediterranean, for some
Yeah.
reason, breeds thick cocks. I
Big-
think
yeah.
specifically thick cocks.
thick cocks, yeah.
I must have inherited my mom's cock.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's not Sicilian.
Is she? What is she?
She's Welsh.
Me
Oh.
too. And I know what
Nice.
you're going through.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what
It's,
you're going through.
You know,
I've got a French Welsh cock.
I don't know what my dad's side is, but I am half Irish.
what is
so
your
that's
cock though? What's the ethnicity of your cock?
Loffman? Loffman sounds British to me.
People think it's German. I don't know.
It doesn't sound German to me.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Loffman does not sound German to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm looking it up. You guys
It
talk
seems
amongst
like
yourselves.
it seems like you had a shittier,
It's Irish.
more ethnic.
It is
name.
Irish?
Yeah, it
Really?
says the interesting surname. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested.
The interesting surname of Irish origin and variant spellings. Loftnin, Loftnain, Loftnan, Loftmin is an anglicized form of the Gaelic O'Lochnin, descendant of Lochnan, a
That's
personal
crazy.
name from Lochna, meaning gray.
That's crazy. So my mom's her maiden name is Burris, which is very Irish, and she's 100% Irish. But I never knew what my dad's side was.
You're a
but
big man for an Irish guy.
I'm an Irish man.
You're a giant Irishman.
Well, my dad's tall. I always thought he was like English, German, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry to burst the bubble.
No, it's cool. That just means more Irish. I like Irish.
Yeah.
That's cool. But you're right. Most aren't.
Let's drink to your Irish heritage.
Yeah, this Irish beer.
That's the mountains of Ireland. On the
Yes,
front.
those are the mountains of Ireland, I heard. And they are not blue.
The cliffs of
They
Moher.
are gray.
The cliffs of Moher, right?
Yeah, I went there.
I know you have a hat of that shit, right?
Yeah, I think I lost it. But, you know, it's crazy. I guess this is anywhere where there's a huge cliff or jump off point. There's this section that's like a meditation area, and it's just anti-suicide. So apparently a lot of people kill themselves at the cliffs of Moher.
Yeah. Why? I mean, if you're gonna kill yourself by jumping off of something, why would not have
At a
it be
beautiful
something incredibly
Fucking place.
beautiful? Yeah.
It is a beautiful place. But
Dude, the cliffs of Dover, I've been there.
I don't know what
and
that is.
That's in England, Dover.
Oh,
England. But this guy bought Segway. He didn't invent Segway,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
bought the company.
he bought a Segway.
And he bought the company.
Okay, got it.
And he was developing an off-road Segway and had an accident and rode off.
I know
the
this
cliffs of
story.
Dover and died.
Yeah.
It's like in
He was showing off how quick it could stop, right? Or
Yes.
something dumb like that.
yeah, and then boom.
It stopped really quick when he hit the fucking.
Yeah,
How fucking embarrassing is that?
not at all.
Not
He
at all.
never-
He's dead. Yeah. He didn't
No,
have to
that's
live through it at all.
No,
I'd be
I
like,
guarantee you, as he
"Oh,
was falling off the cliff of
Bill,
Dover,
why would you do that?
he was more thinking "fuck" than
Yeah.
"oh man, I'm
He goes,
embarrassed."
I'm
They're
not
gonna think I'm a
embarrassed.
loser.
yeah,
Well, it's like the guy, like that. I don't even. It's kind of one of those fucking bullshit stories, maybe. But the guy jumping off the glass, he's like, "Look at how strong this glass is on like a 100-story building, the plexiglass," and he kept like showing off and jumping into it because it like bent, and then it finally gave way, and he just fucking died.
Well, that's
was
what
that
you
like
get.
you were talking about like early, like when they're building New York or whatever?
No, this is like more modern glass. This is like plexiglass. Like I imagine like a stock trader ass guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like a new like product that he was showing off.
It wasn't his product. He had just tested it before and jumped off of it at full speed, bounced off of it, and then at a certain point,
I hate this
It
story.
doesn't break. It just the whole thing gives way.
Yeah.
The
Oh, it just
whole
falls off.
fucking
Like the
thing
seal
goes
comes
out.
off?
Yeah, it just
Oh my God.
completely goes.
Does he glide on it like a fucking magic carpet?
Yeah, he starts like an Arabian
like a
Nights.
squirrel, like a flying squirrel.
yeah,
Yeah, he's still falling to this day. I'm pretty sure. But
I mean, that would be the shit, honestly, if he just slowly floated down and landed and had like a little monkey with him and shit.
and he's like tip of the hat.
You just see the genie floating back behind him.
Thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
thank you.
God damn.
He's on his Bluetooth, like trade, sell.
Does anybody have that Bluetooth earpiece anymore?
They should.
I don't think so. I think it's just headphones nowadays.
AirPods.
Yeah, that was a drinking game. Crazy guy or businessman.
What's that?
Is he talking to himself?
Yeah.
Is he on a phone call?
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of those we would play when I was a bike messenger in Atlanta because we would all post up at this one part of downtown Atlanta and it'd be like a drinking game where it's like gay guy or military or crazy guy or Bluetooth.
Same thing.
Same.
Why else would you join the military?
College.
I'm kidding.
I
You
get
took that
defensive.
very
I was kidding.
No, you weren't.
No, I didn't go to college, so
Oh,
there you go.
it shows.
Damn, can you still use your GI Bill?
No, I'm too old.
Has
dude.
it passed the...
Yeah, it's
Wait.
expired.
So what did you do with the
Damn.
money you got from the military?
Got a bunch of tattoos.
You didn't go to Vietnam.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
I like this shirt. Taylor's. No, Taylor, your shirt.
I was like, dude,
You look-
I've already been complimentary
No,
enough.
it's kinda like-
that fucking shirt.
You look like you're in ISIS right now. It's like
I am
Pretty sick.
I have an announcement to make.
Oh God. With that beard.
I'm no longer in ISIS. I just quit, but I was.
You put in your
I
2
quit
weeks.
at the meeting.
You put in your 2 weeks.
Yeah. This is actually all stuff that I could wear at my job.
I was going through
It's very tactical.
the thumbnails, and you very often wear pretty much the same shit.
Really? Like a gray
Not-
shirt?
Yeah, great, very dark tones. Not exact same clothes. I'm not saying you're wearing the same clothes, but it's very often black pants or gray pants, gray shirt, black shirt.
Well, he's a modest
Yeah.
Muslim.
Well, that's right. That's right. Well, and a big part of that is that, like, almost all of my T-shirts are like graphic T-shirts. The majority of the T-shirts that I have are like vintage theme park T-shirts.
And you don't want to wear those on the podcast?
I don't know if like having like Disney logos or like Universe or something like that.
Having
on
logos,
YouTube,
yeah.
I don't know if that's like a big deal or.
Oh,
like,
no. With
or,
YouTube,
like,
it's fine. I
characters
thought
or
you were just
something
saying
like that.
picture-wise, it didn't maybe translate.
No, I
as
just
well.
so I always try to wear something brandless
Yeah.
and just plain, and gray and black are some of my go-to colors. I have some purple also. I'll wear some purple on the show.
I have
I
seen you.
think you have worn some purple.
Yeah, and pink. I like pink.
Yep.
Brian, I like
We're
your
wearing pink right now.
Yeah, what brand?
Y'all
is-
can't
what
see
brand
it,
It's
is
a
but-
that?
liquid death sweater.
Oh, I knew I recognized the fucking.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
This is podcast producer merch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell fucking yeah. Who has the Liquid Death sponsor?
The old studio before I went solo. They sponsored the studio. This is a sweet thing
Oh,
that
wow.
companies are doing now. Like drink companies will sponsor a studio and then just give you a fridge. They'll literally deliver you a
Stock
free
the-
fridge
yeah.
and stock the fridge, and then everybody just drinks it on air without asking them. So instead of sponsoring a show, every show, they save money because if they sponsor a studio, now they're sponsoring every show that studio has.
That's fair.
Damn.
I like that.
Smart
Smart.
corporations. I don't know if Liquid Death is a corporation.
I was about to sing Papa Roach. The way you said corporation made me think, cut myself bleeding, don't give a
Cut
fuck.
my life into pieces.
Why do we
This
always
is
end up
my
singing
last
terrible music
song.
on this fucking show?
Corporation.
Corporation.
That's what it was.
No, that sounds dope.
Don't give a fuck
I
if
saw
you
them
pay your
live
tax.
once.
What?
I saw them live once.
Really?
Representation with no taxation.
But I didn't-
switch that.
I didn't see them. I didn't see them at that era. I saw them in their next era, which was
Like when he was
tear
hosting
my heart
Broken.
open, sew
Sew
myself
myself
shut.
How do
My
I know that song?
weakness is I didn't earn too much.
Well, you
know
know
what
another Papa Roach song?
Yeah.
No, they had a whole.
That's crazy.
You know what
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
is a lot of those bands, including like Nickelback, that were trying to have like a comeback
Yeah.
during that era.
Nickelback's never fallen off, so I don't know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
Okay, they were buying songs that were written for boy bands and like for like Katy Perry and stuff like that. They were buying those pop songs and singing them like alternatively, and that's what got them their like.
Well, their
You know,
look
I
was
should-
so different, and their
Yeah.
vibe was so different. It was because pop emo got so big,
Yeah,
and they were like, we have to pivot, I'm assuming. And so they were on tour with The Used and with My Chemical Romance and they were like so much more, like if you listen to Cut My Life, like they were like tough then, and their look was more like 90s, late or early 2000s.
AJ
And-
Soprano.
yeah, and then I don't know, I don't get that reference, but they go right into like hair to the side shit, you know.
yeah.
like-
Well, they should have been at Ozfest and not at Warped Tour.
yeah, if they
they-
stayed on that line, the original line, but they went instead to very much a Warped Tour, which I forget the name of that tour, but I remember the Used headline, Papa Roach, and a few other bands, and I forget what the name of the tour was, but it was like basically like My Heart is Bleeding tour or some bullshit like
My
that.
heart is bleeding.
Yeah, which is so different than Ozfest, which is
I want to die.
so much better, I would say. Like,
I mean, I preferred Warped Tour over Ozfest just because I wasn't into like Slipknot and like
No, I'm
those
just saying
era
what-
bands at the time.
what lasted better? I don't think the Ozfest music aged as badly as that music. I'm not saying it's not nostalgic, and I like those songs.
I totally disagree.
Really?
You don't think like Disturbed and fucking Mudvayne
No,
and all those bands.
The openers are still bad.
Like
I agree with
Korn aged horrifically.
Was Korn on?
Yeah,
Ozfest?
Korn was one of the headliners of Ozfest a lot of
Korn
years.
had a Family Values tour that they did themselves.
Yeah,
that was
I
huge,
remember that.
too.
And Linkin Park was on that, I think.
And
Yeah,
Limp
Linkin Park.
Bizkit.
But they
also
opened it up
aged
to
terribly.
They kind of kept it more like this, kept it more open to different genres.
Family Values?
Family
Yeah, Ice
Values,
Cube was on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Dude, I saw Mudvayne because I was at
What's a song from Mudvayne?
no idea.
Exactly. Well,
But-
I didn't mean it like that, but like I know the name, but I have no idea what they say.
Well, you know what's funny is they came out almost dressed like they were in Slipknot-ish a little bit, but
Yeah,
then they
that
like
was-
sang.
That was
is this our third episode to talk about
I can't.
Slipknot?
Who cares? So that was an era where Slipknot became super popular. So a lot of bands were trying to go along with the mask thing. Mushroom Head.
Yeah.
They all wore masks with like X's over their
But they didn't. They
eyes.
weren't heavy.
Mushroom Head.
I don't know of them, but
Yeah.
Mudvayne was not heavy like Slipknot was. They were they were like
tried to be.
Buttrock.
They were technically a metal band, like
They
a
were
new
like
metal band.
singing like this in the mask.
No, they were screaming.
When I saw them, I don't know. All I know about them is I
They
had to,
reverted to Buttrock.
Maybe,
I had
yeah.
to sit through them.
Like
no, this is a
Creed,
long time
Nickelback
ago.
type shit.
Yeah, but like a little heavier.
Because they.
Stained, I would say.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
like
no,
Trivium
I
or
think,
something.
I think you're mixing them up with something because they were pretty heavy and they were actually like a little bit abstract in how they were doing shit. Like they were almost like
They were like artists, bro.
No, they
I'm
were
kidding,
not
I'm
artists,
fucking with
but they were just like they weren't just a run of the mill metal band. They were like weird.
All I know is that Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden were headlining an Ozfest. I went and I had to sit through Mudvayne to get to them.
I went and saw Black Sabbath at Ozfest, and I think I said this on the podcast already, and it was fucking awesome.
Black Sabbath canceled when I saw them.
Oh my
What's
God.
the point?
Well, I love Iron Maiden.
Yeah, no,
Iron
I
Maiden,
agree.
Iron
Iron
Maiden
Maiden's
did
amazing.
they did like a 2-hour set.
Yeah,
Oh,
Iron
that's-
Maiden's
that's
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
But still, what the fuck? Like
That would
well,
bum
Iron
me the
Maiden got
fuck
kicked
out.
off that tour the next day because the singer Bruce Dickinson came out and was like, you know, Black Sabbath canceled because Ozzy has a cold. He goes, truth is, he doesn't fucking value your hardworking dollar. He doesn't give a shit about you, and he didn't feel like performing tonight. And he said, fuck all of you. And so
He doesn't know the name of the tour, right?
well, they got kicked out of the tour. They were like a punk band that night. They were like, you know why you never hear Iron Maiden on the radio? Because we don't suck corporate dick and all this stuff. And then they were kicked
Fuck
off the
yeah.
tour the next day. It was awesome, dude. And they were
I mean,
touring-
that is cool, but it's at the same time, it's like Black Sabbath skips one show and you're going to shit on them.
well.
that
Apparently,
hard.
Sharon Osbourne was impossible to deal with. And
No, I
sure.
heard she's really
chill and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But all I've heard nothing but good things about her, except for what Iron Maiden said.
But honestly, like, and I've obviously heard the same thing about Sharon Osbourne for forever. But at the same time, she has to encapsulate, for one, she's running Ozzy's career. And if he says he doesn't want to do something or whatever, she is basically the agent.
The
And so you're
messenger.
just like,
Yeah.
fuck Sharon Osbourne. It's like, it's Ozzy too. You know it has to be him.
I saw
She's
Guar.
just
Yeah,
I saw
brutal.
Guar kill her.
oh, really?
Yeah, Guar killed her. They had a Sharon Osbourne.
I've never seen Guar.
She
which
was
would
on
be
a
cool.
cross, and I think they cut her tits off and then
Oh
her
my
head
God.
Damn,
or
that's
something.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's like one of my biggest regrets is not seeing Guar in their
Before Oderus
original.
Urungus
yeah,
died?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it sucked too because
That's your biggest.
no. I'm saying one of my biggest regrets.
got
as
3
far as,
families he's
like-
not raising.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about them. No, but they. As soon as I moved to LA, I lived right in Hollywood, and I was walking to go get some food, and I was walking past the Fonda. It was pretty late at night, and all these people are coming out, fucking covered in blood, and I was like, I fucking,
Oh yeah, that is.
I fucking missed a Guar show. I know it, and that was the last. That was like the last time I had a chance to see them
then
before he died. Yeah.
Dude, I remember I saw him several times, but one of the times I saw them, I remember being in the pit and trying to get jizzed on by their giant cock.
big cock
like
thing.
moving to try to get it on my fucking chest and shit.
Like you're jumping up to like headbutt a ball.
yeah,
but
yeah.
Like fuck, come on,
Yeah.
me, fuck.
Yeah, for real.
That's the shit. Yeah. one
That's
of
the
my-
voice you have to use when you get cum done.
Fuck.
okay?
B-52's
Come on.
voice.
Oh my god. I'll like once a year maybe or every other year I will rewatch the episode of Jerry Springer with Guar on there cuz it's so fucking funny cuz they're the smartest people on the whole show and including the audience, and then they end the episode with a concert where a giant like monster vagina eats Jerry Springer. It's fucking,
Oh yes, I do. I know what you're talking
it's
about.
fucking amazing.
I found out about them from Empire Records. That's how
Oh, yeah.
that movie where they're like, "You play a mean guitar, Mark. Too bad you must die."
I'm not familiar.
Empire was what like Bad Religion was on Empire back in the day and everything, right?
No, Empire Records is a movie.
Oh.
It's with like Renee Zellweger and the Aerosmith guy's daughter.
Yes. Okay. I know
No, I
exactly
don't
what you're
know
talking
this.
about.
It's a great like it still holds up, I think, but it's like a movie about a record store in the
I'll
90s.
check it out.
That's so fucking
I
funny.
like
Yeah, yeah.
movies. I'm a big fan of movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you seen one recently?
What have I seen recently?
So, Bo, I understand you're a big fan
You
of
love
movies.
You love film.
Have you seen any good movies recently?
I've been wanting to see X, but it's $20 to fucking. You can't rent
What
it
is
yet.
that? What's X?
X is that new horror movie by.
Oh, I thought it was
look
a
it up. Look it up.
Vin
Look it up.
Diesel movie.
Yeah.
No,
just
it's a
the
horror
Just the
movie.
single X.
Is it EX or X?
Just X. It's an A24 movie. It's a horror movie.
Is it by
it's
the
the guy
same
that-
dude who did Hereditary?
No, that's Ari Aster. His name is
Written and directed and produced by Ty West.
Ty West. Yes, he did
Or
the
T West?
Ty West.
Ty West?
Yeah.
It's T.I.
T.
I've heard really good things. It's really disturbing. It looks really awesome, and you can't rent it yet. It's $20 to buy only. I should just go see it in theaters, but I've been wanting to see that. Really gnarly looking horror movie. Basically, they go out to shoot
I know. I saw this.
an
yes.
adult film in the 70s. It's very like Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes. They go out to this like, it seems like
Ranch?
Texas, ranch, and they're shooting this porno, and it things go sour.
Was it shot on film or is that a filter?
It probably is a filter, but
There's no
I don't
way they
think
shot
that's an
that shit on
IMDb.
film.
No, I've worked on fucking shitty commercials that shoot film.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what kind?
Yeah. Like what kind?
I'd love to check it out and see if I can tell.
Um,
Because like Tenet was shot on film, so you know what I mean. Like you watch that, and you're like, God damn, that looks. Why? Why even
it's
shoot
just-
this on film?
no,
It looks.
I never saw Tenet because I don't give a shit about that movie.
Damn. Really?
Personally,
I
yeah.
thought it was great.
I thought I watched it, and
I don't
was
like overcomplicated bullshit.
Well, when I watched it,
but if it's good, I'll check it out.
I don't think it's that complicated. Like it's
I felt stupid.
if
Yeah.
if Inception is a 9 for complicated, then
And those are both Nolan, right?
Yeah. Then Tenet is like a 6.
I'm not a big Nolan guy. Brian, you were saying you didn't love the Batman, or you didn't like the Batman at all.
I hated. The
Oh yeah.
Batman.
Okay, so
I
I
finally
watched
watched it actually.
I watched it on streaming. I enjoyed it, and I don't put the Christopher Nolan movies as high as everybody else does, the Batman movies. I think the first one's the best.
I agree.
Batman Begins?
Yeah.
No, Batman. Michael Keaton. It's not Begins.
No.
Oh,
I'm saying
you
the
think the first
first
Christopher
Christopher
Nolan
Nolan,
Oh.
Is
is
the
the
top.
best movie. Obviously, the Joker is awesome. He fucking kills it. But like as a whole, I'm not crazy about the Christopher Nolan Batmans.
Yeah.
But watchable movies for sure.
That's my point about the whole thing. At no point did I get bored.
No,
During-
they are so watchable.
And the Batman.
They're
Shawshank Redemption.
blockbusters is what-
Shawshank Redemption, watchable fucking movie. I could
Yeah.
if it's on, I'll watch it. You know, and that's how I feel about the Batman movies. The Batman, the new one, I thought it was solid. It goes into him being an actual detective, which they never fucking do. He's supposed to be the best fucking detective in the world.
Yeah.
He isn't the best detective in this movie. He solves some riddles right away and then can't figure out like other things. But I thought overall shot beautifully, like you said, and I was happy with it overall. And I like Robbie Pat. I'm a fan of him. I was already a fan of him.
But I liked it
don't-
overall as well.
In terms of a movie, do I put it way up there? No, but I didn't hate it like you did.
I'm just in this funk right now with movies where like everybody's telling me shit is really good and brilliant, and I'm watching it and I'm not buying it.
Well, that's high expectations. I went in there with like
everything. Do you see everything all
not
at
yet.
once?
I want to.
Haven't
I
either,
want
yeah.
to.
Hated that too.
Really?
hated it.
What do you
Wanted to walk out.
What do you want out of movies? Because I've been sort of noticing lately that like when I don't like movies, it's because they're not giving me like what I appreciate most from a movie, which it normally is story.
Same for me. I would say.
Dialogue is crucial.
Dialogue is a big thing.
When I'm watching,
Dude, well then that's a big part of why you hated the Batman.
Yes.
I think
Horribly written
because that
movie.
was the number one thing that I liked the least.
the commissioner every time. You mean to tell me? Like he would like. The plot was just spoon fed to me the whole time.
Yeah.
And everything.
Exposition dumps.
Yeah, I don't like that. And everything was written like.
And that in a mystery movie, especially like a direct like detective mystery movie, is pretty annoying for you to not be able to put the pieces together and then let them explain it to you like far down the road for the dummies who couldn't pick it up.
You mean to tell me that if I wear a condom while I'm having sex, she won't get pregnant? That's like how the whole movie was.
Yeah. And my biggest pet peeve with it was not biggest, but my girlfriend loves Paul Dano. I didn't think he was.
I hated him in that movie, and I love him too.
I think
thought
he's
he
good.
bombed.
I think he's good. I didn't love his performance.
He
in
didn't
that.
Dude, I thought the first like
When he's in the interrogation room, I was like, oh, this is cringy.
I thought that
My
first
man.
few minutes where before he stands up, before the Batman like says like I'm not with you or whatever, I thought it was incredible acting. And then as soon as he stood up, it became like the worst.
Planned.
Yeah, it was so weird.
And
And it was like I couldn't understand how the director let that like dynamic happen.
I liked
where
him in the mask.
It
and
felt real. Yeah.
when
for
he was
sure.
masked up,
For
I thought he
sure.
was much more effective. It was very Zodiac.
But like you watch him in There Will Be Blood, there's a man who understands how to express rage from a nerd, like a guy. His ability to portray a character who doesn't understand his own rage but is exploding with rage, like, was masterful in There Will
he
Be Blood.
was extraordinarily outacted in There Will Be Blood by Daniel Day-Lewis.
But he did a great job in
He
that
did a
movie.
good job.
I'm a fan of him.
I
in that
love
movie.
fucking dorks.
his I love the brother, the original brother. I think he does a good job. The main brother, who you see throughout the movie, who he kills at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler. I think it's overacted, and he's trying to keep up with Daniel Day-Lewis, and I think it's kind of weak, actually.
Dialogue takes me out of it. If I can picture a person's fingers running across a keyboard, then I'm
Yeah.
out of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm completely out of the movie.
But I can suspend disbelief more so in a superhero movie. It's much easier.
I can as well, and I feel like a lot of like the other like artistic aspects of a movie, if those are really well done, that I can sort of let some shitty dialogue stuff go, because it was like, in my opinion, it was shot beautifully. But
Yes.
but
No argument there.
But the lighting in that movie, in my opinion, is the best lighting in any movie for like a long time.
Well, what about Colin Farrell going full Guido?
That was very weird.
I thought he did a good job, but it got caricature at a
It
point.
did feel like a character, yeah.
It was like, hey, whoa, I'm walking here. It got
Yeah, it
silly.
was, I would like to see
But
him
man,
and
that
Jared
transformation was.
As far as a low lit movie where you can see everything, like
Yeah,
that
it
was
was-
pretty masterful.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, you gotta shut the lights off in your place if you're watching that.
Yes,
at home.
you won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, dude.
Overall, I walked away liking it,
I was about to host,
and I'll watch the next one. But
So-
I agree with what you were saying before.
Yes, I host screenings at the Alamo Draft House, like private party stuff there. And I was about to host. That's where that Nick Cage mask behind you came from. I was about to host his new movie, but
I want to see that.
they double
me
booked
too.
hosts, and I just split. I didn't feel like fighting for that role.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, because you have to give a little spiel up front, and I meant it, that the only movie experiences I've been enjoying since post-pandemic have been Nick Cage movies. Like
Yeah.
Prisoners of Ghostland is the most fun I've had in a movie theater.
that
in a
looked
long,
good. I haven't seen it.
long fucking
haven't
time.
either, dude.
That's what I like.
Who's the main guy? Who's the other main guy in the new Nick Cage? Pascal. What's his
Pedro
first?
Pascal.
Pedro. He's
Is
awesome.
that the Narcos guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narcos guy, Mandalorian? He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and fucking Pig was sick. I loved Pig.
I watched it on a plane, and everybody told me it sucked, and I enjoyed it as well.
Dude, maybe
They were like, it's like a weak John Wick. I'm like, it's not a John Wick.
it's not even close to John Wick.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I never saw Pig.
You should check it out. I would love to know what you think.
Yeah, I'd like to
You
watch
wouldn't
it.
care.
What are like? Do you have
I would
like,
actually, because listen, I'm trying to build a crew of people that I'm on the same page with. Because either I'm a fucking moron or everybody else is. Because I am completely disagreeing with everybody's
But
taste.
where does
lately.
that get you? I think it's better to disagree about movies because
I agree.
because I know that I'm not going to be on the same page, and I'm actually happily surprised when I see a movie that everybody talks shit on, and even if I see everything that they said and agree with and enjoyed it, I'm like, you're not going to always line up exactly.
That was
like,
The Irishman for me. I loved The Irishman, and everybody around me was shitting on it.
Second watch, I also loved it.
Yeah.
I did not like it, and I had fucking Tyler in my ear telling me that it's better than fucking Goodfellas.
Oh, well, he's an idiot.
while I'm watching it.
Love you,
and it's
Tyler.
fucking-
Just kidding.
That's
You're not
called
an idiot.
recency bias. That's what that's called.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that it was pretty
I might like
not
this.
weak, but again, story is super important to me. So if like, and again, Tyler, maybe Tyler fucked it up for me, but he was saying like, oh, the first like 3 hours are so important because you can't have the last hour without the first 3 hours, and I felt like that was not the case at all. I felt like the last hour was a total shift in what was going on in the whole movie, and it didn't like set it up.
The best
well,
trashing
at
in that
all.
movie I heard was Colin Quinn goes, it was like Goodfellas if they had left in all the interesting stuff, like driving around and checking into hotels.
Yeah, it's fucking silly.
It was so funny. But I loved The Irishman, and everybody around me was shitting on it.
If you can get past the de-aging stuff, I think it's a good movie. And but I would not put it above Goodfellas. But I would maybe put Casino above Goodfellas sometimes.
I love Casino.
Yeah, I mean that's at least you could argue that.
You can actually argue that.
I don't think you.
But
could
at the
argue
time,
put
I don't
any-
think you could at all. Like at the time, it's like, oh, they're doing Goodfellas again. Okay, it's the same shit, same characters essentially.
Yeah.
And then, but when you watch it detached, because we're of a younger generation, it's a fucking great movie.
Joe Pesci is the shit in that movie.
Oh, well, he really gets to shine in that movie.
Yeah.
Like he really gets and he gets his own voiceover.
That's the funny thing about The Irishman too, where everybody's like, Joe Pesci's finally playing a tuned down, like a less energetic, and I'm like, well, he is 85,
Yeah.
so I don't think he's gonna come out fucking like
I
the
really
old Joe
wish he would have
Pesci.
whooped somebody's ass in that movie. What's that big line in The Irishman? He's like, it's not "it is what it is," but something like that.
I heard you're painting houses,
No. That's the book name.
but he also says
no.
it.
He says that, but it's like when he basically says you got to kill Al Pacino's character. It's like it's what it is. Or
It's
something.
what it is.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the second time I watched it, because I was actually locked in, I was like,
Dude, that scene where he's
because
just
it's good. It's a good movie.
when he's talking to Jimmy Hoffa's wife after he just killed Hoffa, and
Yeah.
he's like stuttering, trying. Well, maybe he'll turn up. Maybe
Yeah.
he's on the lam. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that's old school De Niro right
Yeah.
there. He had his moments, dude.
No, it
right,
is
well.
a good movie. It's
If
just
I have half a day to spare,
they're
I'll
just
give it a
too old.
rewatch.
They're too old for they kind of
I will say
they waited
this.
too long to make that movie.
I get more why somebody wouldn't like The Irishman than why people like The Batman.
That's fair.
I get that.
I like it for a super. In terms of DC movies, like what is it now? Joker would probably
I like
be number
Joker a
one,
lot.
and then I would put the Batman up there. But all their other shit is so bad.
I like the Danny Elfman stuff because if
Which
you
one?
didn't- Danny Elfman, he scored the first two. Like,
Yeah.
like Tim Burton.
Oh,
Danny
Tim
Elfman.
Burton
No,
ones.
no, I'm talking about the new DC era.
No.
Yes, no, I like
Those are my
the Batman
favorites.
and the Batman Returns.
I mean, of the new DC stuff,
I like Batman and
almost
Robin.
nothing. I
I
do
like the
too.
really bad ones.
Is
I
that
like
the
Batman.
Nichols one?
Batman Forever is my favorite one.
Yeah, Batman
Who's
Forever
Batman
and Batman
in
and
that one?
Robin.
Fucking
Ben
Val
Affleck?
Kilmer,
Michael Keaton. No. Val Kilmer is in
Val
Batman
Kilmer,
Forever.
and then George Clooney is Batman and Robin.
And then Ben Affleck was Batman too, right?
Yeah,
That's
no,
later.
Those
That's
are
Batman
just
versus
trash
Superman.
to me.
and Justice League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
which-
even watch those.
I didn't even watch those either.
No, I did. I can't like. They're
Oh, you
that
tried
bad.
to, but you can't.
No, they're so bad.
When I watched the Batman, it really blew my mind open about how much I hate the culture right now, because like they were like, this is if Batman was real in a realistic world, and it's like, well, it's a comic book movie, so let's do the comic stuff.
Yeah.
Because everything we're doing is tangential to the real thing. People want to see Jake Paul box. They don't want to see Canelo box.
Yeah,
People want to see Batman be real. They don't want to see the real world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything we're doing is like the shittiest version of the thing. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Can I guess that you don't like Marvel movies at all?
I'm and this is gonna sound like the cuntiest thing you've ever heard, but I don't know if I've seen one.
Wow.
I'm completely uninterested.
So I was the same way. I'd caught like Iron Man and a couple other ones.
I can't get past his jet black hair dye.
Yeah, it's silly.
Iron Man. I
But
can't.
if you get into it, like comparing Marvel right now to the DC world, it's not even close. Marvel kicks their ass.
it's not
It's
comparable.
so good.
Because they're doing such.
But it's like a
huge
theme
world
park
stuff.
ride. It's not like great movie making necessarily, but it's so
It's
much
just
better.
not for me, dude. I'm just.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What do
if you
you
don't like Batman,
I like-
Batman, you're not gonna like.
What are
Marvel.
some of like your favorite movies ever? Like, do you have any like artsy movies that you really like as well? Or,
Yeah,
Or
for
do you
sure.
sort of fall in the? Because just from what I'm guessing, I would say that you fall into the movies that have aspects of blockbusters but are not.
But my
big
my
budget.
favorite movie of all time, and this is gonna make me whatever. Annie Hall is my favorite movie.
Okay.
That's like I know it by heart. I can watch it anytime.
I like
That's
Annie
like
Hall.
I really like Woody Allen movies because I just really like
Mostly the guy though, right?
Yeah, more the guy. Yeah. I just like dialogue a lot. I like well written dialogue. But no, I like a lot of artsy fartsy bullshit. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I tend to really like dialogue as well, but only in, like, I didn't like the first Lord of the Rings because the dialogue bored the shit out of me.
It's bad.
But I love like Tarantino movies
Me too.
because his dialogue is really engaging.
What has he done?
He's done a couple CSI episodes.
Yeah.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did, yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, he directed a couple CSI episodes.
Whoa,
Yeah,
I
he
gotta
was-
watch that.
He was just fucking around.
Yeah,
That's
he does.
so sick.
He was already
He
successful.
does a bunch of that shit. He
Yeah.
does like he's
Well, he's
done,
obsessed with, like,
commercial,
episodic
directing
television.
commercials. He's done like random other TV shows as well. Like,
That's so sick.
I want to say, and this is gonna be wrong, but I want to say an episode of like iCarly or something like very out of his wheelhouse.
Dude, I fucking watched Once Upon
I
a
don't
Time
think that
5
one's
times
right.
in the theater. 5 times.
It's
I saw it
really
3
good.
times, I think. Yeah,
I really liked that movie a lot.
I
Tarantino's
also-
up there as my
I
favorite.
I also
What
don't
is-
Tarantino.
like.
That's, oh yeah.
I hate to be like I don't know. I feel cringy harping on Tarantino, and obviously we all love him.
Yeah.
He's the best, but you feel kind of lame, or maybe it's You
No,
feel
I'll tell you why.
misogynistic or something.
I'll
you
tell you
feel
why.
wrong for being like
He's-
so good, and it's like I don't know.
No,
I don't
maybe
care,
I've
dude. I
seen
just
enough
like what I
memes.
like.
Yeah, it's because he is good. He
Yeah.
is someone who exists very, very high on the artistic scale and also very, very high on just
Violence and fun.
on being
Oh.
on being marketable.
Yeah.
On the masses liking what he does and also him creating something that is like artistically unique.
There's also like almost no directors under the age of 70 who are as articulate about their projects as he is. Like
Yes.
he can tell you exactly why everything happens. It's just like he's a master, and we live in an era
No, he is.
where we hate
And he's film obsessed.
elite talent. With this
Yeah.
is an era where talent is disgusted because we have social media, so everybody is a fucking media personality now, and so we like the mediocre stuff because it's achievable. So we build up the mediocre stuff so that we all know that we can do that, so then we all feel fulfilled. It's a fucking nonsense
It's
bullshit
just like
time
the
to be
position.
alive.
It's just like the position I've taken with the Beatles. I don't like the Beatles just because.
Okay, well,
and
forget
so,
about that.
but no. But people do
Losing
that.
me.
No, I'm just kidding.
I know.
But people do that with Tarantino. They will like if somebody like I like Tarkovsky. Like I'm really into Russian directors,
Yeah.
and they'll just shit all over Kubrick and Tarantino, like the bro directors of the generations. And
But yeah.
Also, why is something being for the boys a bad thing?
I don't know.
Why can't there just be shit for the boys?
We love the boys.
I don't understand why something that's catered to boys is a bad thing. I really don't. I'm not trying to be
agree.
like Gavin McGinnis over here.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
No, I just think that what I mean by that is everybody deserves to have their little world,
I agree.
entertained.
But and it's not exclusive to boys.
Not at all.
But it's generally for boys.
I do think there is some merit to it, though. Like, whether it be from, like, I feel like we're all kind of film nerds to a degree. Don't you feel kind of stupid if someone's like, who's your favorite director? You're probably not going to say Tarantino, even though in the back of your head you're like, he's in my top 3.
I would say Tarantino. I think that he's
and maybe you're just
undebatably the best director of this generation.
Maybe I'm just insecure in my Tarantino fandom.
Well, you are, but I think a lot of people are, and it's because that people just like to shit on that style. Like, if somebody
you want to sound like you know all of film when you talk about your favorite directors, so you don't want to say the most popular good director.
Right. Well, it's like if you like somebody
like Brian De Palma. That's my favorite for sure.
Somebody at my job,
and
the
I
other
do
day,
love Brian De Palma, but he's not my number one.
I work at a clothing store, and somebody at my job the other day, I was like, "How did you find out about the brand?" I was talking to this dude, and he goes, "Oh, one of my favorite artists was wearing the brand, and that's how I found out." And I was like, "Oh, who's your favorite artist?" And he's like, "Drake." I was like, all right, you can't set up that your favorite artist is Drake because everyone knows who Drake is.
Yeah, but what if it is your favorite artist?
Right, but then say Drake.
Yeah.
But in those
to say, my favorite.
Just say Drake. Just say Drake.
I get what you're saying.
But because he was trying to sound, that's exactly right.
I get what you're saying.
He was trying to sound.
He didn't want to say Drake.
Like he was of a higher caliber of knowledge in music, and that's what people want to do. They ask you what your favorite band is. They ask you what your favorite movie is.
I would never answer that question because I don't fucking care about music.
I always said for the longest time that my favorite band is this band Shocking Blue. They are without a doubt in my top 5 favorite bands of all time, but they were the ones that I know most people don't know. And so I would always say that.
Are they like a Black Sabbath sounding 70s band?
No, they're a 70s band.
Electric Wizard. They're good.
They're Electric Prunes is what I was thinking
Electric
of.
Prunes.
For real.
No,
really?
Shocking Blue sings...
Electric Wizard is a good Sabbath sounding band. They're like doom metal kind of shit.
I know Shocking Blue.
Yeah, Shocking Blue sings I'm your Venus.
Yes.
I'm your fire, your desire. But that
We're
album
a music podcast.
that Venus is on, yeah, they're a Dutch band and got a little bit of popularity in the U.S. and sort of didn't really know what type of music they were playing. So a lot of their songs have a lot of disco influence and then a lot of like Southern rock influence, like mandolins and stuff, and then a lot of like
you lost me at that one.
hippie shit, like sitars they use a lot.
Oh, now you're really
They're
lost
just all
me.
over the place.
They are all over the place.
I don't like
but
a sitar.
They're pretty rocking, and the girl singer is sick.
I heard they assault monitor lizards.
Oh my god! Did you see that Joe Rogan posted
Dude,
that on his page?
So
right after.
Speaking of our last week's stories, I listened to a different podcast, which I'm not going to name. Both of our stories were their stories.
You're not going to name it, what, out of fear of competition?
No, I'm kidding. Last podcast on the left, and they did the monitor lizard story and they did the dolphin story, and I was like, motherfucker! And they because it took so long for me to release the video because it wasn't uploading. Theirs released a day before ours. I was like, not that it matters, but I was like,
Joe Rogan did those like hacky 80s comic questions when he posted it. Like he was one step away from being like, I would have loved to have been at the board meeting when they came up with this.
Yeah. Well, it's like something like that obviously is going to get talked about, but fuck, I really didn't pick.
Well, it's okay.
Well, I guess I picked popular
We didn't steal any stuff this week. No news this week.
I got some news.
No, we're going to cut it a little bit.
Oh, we're going to do it
short,
on the next one.
And we're going to bring you.
Do you want to do a quick?
Let's do a quick.
What time are we at?
48.
It's 1:48. Yeah.
Let's go to 55.
Let's
and
do a quick
this
one, and then
we'll do another
we'll
one.
get into the next.
I'll change clothes.
All right. Well, yeah. No psychic test this week. We're just going to go right into it. And since Bo keeps winning, he doesn't.
Well, Brian
he gets to go
is
last.
a doy.
All right, Brian.
100%.
Brian, you get to go first.
Yeah.
Which of these 4 N64 games have I been playing the most lately?
Oh, I feel like I can get this one.
Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, or Super Mario 64?
It's either A or D. I'm going to say... See, I want to say Mario Kart, but that's more me.
I think I got it.
I'm going to say D.
Super Mario 64 is incorrect.
Tennis.
Tennis is your answer?
Yeah.
Also incorrect.
Fuck.
A, Mario Kart.
Also incorrect.
Golf. You don't know how to golf.
I don't. That's why I'm playing the fucking video
You
game
should
version.
come golf with me.
I will come golf with you.
Come golf
I've been
with
golfing with
me.
Brian.
That's a Mudvayne song, I think.
We finally figured it out.
Oh my god! All right, Bo, hit him with some fucking plugs, and let's get out of here.
Alrighty. July 10th. This is big. Come on out. We're doing a big pop-up with, right now we have 15 vendors on top of burgers. It's going to be in Burbank.
What kind of vendors?
We're going to have vintage clothing. We're going to have caricature drawing.
Oh my god, hold on a second. I just saw a video of somebody asking someone walking into Coachella how many genders there are. And they go, I don't know, I just got here because they thought they said how many vendors.
Okay.
Oh my god, that shit fucking cracked
So
me
we're
up.
gonna have
all right, back in play.
obviously
Caricature drawings.
we're gonna obviously have Bo's Backyard Burgers, and it's actually blind contour line drawings. But this guy's really good.
I'm gonna have a dab booth up. I'll dab
You
out.
can do
anybody
that.
who
Wait,
wants
the
to get dabbed.
artist is blind?
You know what blind contour is?
Obviously not.
Okay, so blind contour is when you look at the subject and you draw without looking at your pad.
Huh.
And this guy's really good, and they're really like obscure, not caricatures, but portraits that he does. And he's doing those for free for us. And I wish I had all these names listed, but I wasn't ready. We're gonna have a dessert vendor. We're gonna have multiple vintage clothes vendors. We're gonna have there's 15 of them. Hopefully, I'll have
Where
a
is
better.
this?
This is gonna be in Burbank. Y'all both better come.
Burbank,
This is
July 10th.
July 10th.
It sounds awesome.
We'll plug
No,
it.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna
15 more times.
It's gonna be a
before
flea
then.
market / I'm selling burgers at the place that I work. It's in Burbank. Please come out.
Where in Burbank? Now, you haven't told them.
I'll give the.
It's in Burbank. Please come out.
I'll,
We'll get. Hey, stick around.
I'm not-
Listen,
I'm
if
not
you're
picking on you. I'm
curious,
trying to help.
no.
We'll plug it on the next episode. Be sure to follow our Instagram.
No.
WWWM Pod. No, fuck it.
No, yeah.
Put
Fuck
it in the show
You were
notes.
unprepared. Yeah, we'll put it in the show notes. No, we don't put anything in there. We just let these people raw.
No,
dog
I'm just
these
gonna say
episodes.
follow me at Bo's Backyard Burgers. It'll be
Yes.
on there, and follow me at Bone Thugs and eHarmony. Follow our podcast. Blah, blah, blah. You got that part.
That's right. Please subscribe and like our YouTube page.
Yeah, we got to get those YouTube views up. Come on.
That's right. Last week's episode was not hitting, but we'll. I did
It really
also
didn't
not.
hit.
I did also not put the link on our Instagram, which I just
saw
did
that.
today.
Okay, good.
So that is up there. Sorry about that.
And no reels, and that's my fault.
That's true. That's Bo's fault. So yell at Bo. And yeah, check out my other podcast, Getting Doug with High, that I do with Alicia Glass and Doug Benson on patreon.com/gettingdoug. And that'll do it. Follow my Instagram at Rizzo, and we'll be back next
Brian,
week.
you got some dates for us?
Adrenaline in 9 months.
Yeah, that's my baby.
How did the show go? Tell us.
Oh, I was there.
It was there. It was fine.
It was fun.
I sent him as a surrogate.
You did not. I actually, I was Tyler's backup date because his
Yeah.
girlfriend had to do
No,
something.
I wanted to go, but then I played golf, and then I didn't get done till 7. So,
Mr. Brian Voki on Instagram. Everything's there.
Nice.
Mr. Brian Vokey, look him up. It's EY at the end.
Thank you guys for watching. If you made it through this whole video, I applaud you. We're about to high five it. Are you ready for it? He just kissed his hand. Now I got to touch it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.